Hello everybody and welcome to this video. So today I have a reverb trick for you, and this trick is to blend very dry instruments in a hall, but like the really dry instruments. So I call it the double SP2016 trick because I put two in a row, but with very different settings as you will see. So before we get into this, just a 10-second ad. So I'm extending my Black Friday sale for Cyber Monday, so until December 6th. So there is only a few more days to get these discounts. So if you want to learn more about orchestral mixing, check out the links in the description. Okay guys, now let's go into this. So as I said before, this trick is to blend very dry instruments. So if you have this, this super close mic, and you want to blend it, you're going to need several kind of layers of reverb, because just one is not going to cut it. This might have tail, but it still sounds like a closed mic. So you want to diffuse these closed mics. So how do you do it if you don't have room? Now, SP is a magical plugin. I'm not paid by Eventide, but honestly, you should grab this on Black Friday if you can. The first one is actually just acting like a Deca tree simulator, meaning we're trying to add subtle depth without a long tail. So it's still like 1 second or lower generally, I like. And we put it 100% mixed to really kind of put the sound in the room, but the position is like from 0 to 16 or 0 to 20 is like a good range, which kind of keeps it tight enough and keeps it neutral enough so that it won't ruin the envelope and it won't ruin the precision of the sound. But it will add this sort of roominess. Right, this kind of stereo fields. You can see the EQ here. If you don't want as much shimmer, you can turn it down a little bit. Sometimes 2 dB is nice. Yeah. So this is the idea. I've showed this trick plenty of times. Now, the thing is, you could just throw this into Reverb, and that's usually what I do for kind of semi-dry libraries, and it will sound okay. Yeah, the hall does give a bit more depth, which is nice. Now, it's not quite enough. I could make the hall wetter, but it's like just the perspective of mics is not quite feeling like a hall yet. So then I decided to add a second SP before the hall. And this second SP is a very different setting. As you can see, the position around this time is 83, and the mix is a bit less. Now, what this is doing is that this position slider is creating more longer diffuse early reflections. So this is gonna look more like hall or chamber early reflections, as opposed to the very tight, roomy, short room early reflections of this setting. So here we get more splash. More kind of echo delay. Now you hear the difference. Nothing. 1. 2. Okay, so now it's really putting it more in the back. But the magic of this plugin is that it still stays like good sounding. It doesn't have this weird kind of ringiness. It still somehow sounds natural enough. Now, as you can see, yeah, position close to the max or the max is fine, but just less mix, because otherwise it would just be too much. And also the EQ, make sure it doesn't get too bright. So yeah, but as you can see, we are both on the modern setting here for the algorithm. Now you could use vintage, which is a bit narrower, but because these trumpets were quite narrow, kind of mono recordings, I thought, okay, modern is gonna be a bit wider, it's nicer. So now that we have these 2 stages of SP, I can add a tail and it kind of sounds more now like a trumpet ensemble. All this diffusion was needed to really... And I tried many things, and this kind of sounds like the most natural way, in my opinion, to simulate a hall on extremely dry close mics. In my opinion, this works the best compared to any other option I've tried. So yeah, it's all about either using 1 or using 2 if it's really dry. You have to use the right settings. You can't just put like 200% hall early reflections, because this will kind of darken the sound too much and blur the dynamics too much. But the beauty of this reverb is that it kind of respects the source. It puts things in the back without destroying the source, if you know what I mean. And that's why I think it works so well. So yeah, guys, and because of these settings, I was able to blend this in the orchestra. Now, of course, nothing beats a real trumpet ensemble, but you know, if you just have closed mics and you have to make it blend somehow. It's not gonna do it, so... You know, you have to get more depth somehow. So guys, I hope that was helpful, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!